Hey everyone, it's Jen Ettinger, CTV PR's social media correspondent with the one and only Jon Montgomery.
Hello.
Hello, hello. Host of Amazing Race Canada. Season 6, Jon? Season 6?
Say that out loud one more time.
Season 6
sounds good, doesn't it?
It does sound good. You
Sounds
wear
great.
it well, my
Thank you.
friend. You wear it well.
I had longer hair this year. I don't know how I showed up that first year with the Dumb and Dumber haircut, but it happened, so we'll just look back and forget it.
Well, you're looking fine. And are you ready for this particular edition, which is the Heroes Edition? So fill us in.
So ready. I don't know how the last 365 days slipped by as quick as it did, but here we are. We're just starting to get ready to go out there and shoot again. And I've seen the teams, I've seen the route, I've seen what we have in store in terms of what we can control. But the magic is what we don't control. The magic is what the racers do on their own, making their own decisions around this ridiculous set of challenges that we've created for them, and this tour that takes us all over our great country and around the world. And I mean, how can you not be charged up just by the prospect of going out there every day, watching people push themselves so far outside their comfort zone and champion what it is to be Canadian, which is to embrace and celebrate differences and do what we can to enjoy this great land of ours and recognize it for what it is, which is pretty darn special.
It is indeed very special, and you are the perfect person for this role because you're so eloquent and passionate about Amazing Race Canada. And let's talk about the hero aspect of this edition.
Really cool. And I you know what, I'll be honest, when I have thought of themed or branded seasons of the Amazing Race Canada, I was a bit, not excited about that prospect. But when they announced Heroes, the first thing that flashed through my mind was all service people. But then you start to chew on that a little bit and you realize what that term means. And it's not necessarily, it's not at all gold medalists and athletes and people who achieve success in front of an audience or in front of a crowd that's paying them to do so. It is those unsung heroes, the things that you don't see happening behind the scenes. And yes, that's service people, but it's also volunteers, it's also coaches, it's also single parents, it's also people that make Canada what it is. And that's the strength of our country. And it's not just heroes that are going out there and putting their life on the line, but it's people who are taking a step back from their own aspirations to see that other people can achieve greatness through what it is that they're trying to achieve or through what it is that they might be struggling with. And those are the everyday heroes. Those are the types of people that you will see alongside service people here on our Heroes edition of the Amazing Race Canada. And it's going to be an exciting season because all these people know what it's like to sacrifice, to work together towards a common goal. And that's when you'll achieve greatness. And that's what we're going to see this season. And that's what I'm really excited to go out there and do.
Well said. So ordinary, respectfully, people doing extraordinary things, all coming together. Yeah. And such diversity we're going to see. I can't wait till all the racers are announced because, wow, it runs the gamut, doesn't it?
I got goosebumps. I would take down this button and roll up my sleeves. We don't have the time, but trust me, the goosebumps are there. It is happening. It's for real. So
with the Heroes Edition, are you positioning yourself any differently as host? Are you looking at it from a different perspective, or are you like, I'm going to do what I do and I'm going to do what I do best and just get out there? That's
the formula that works. That's what people want to see. And for me to try and do something different would be contrived. I can't do that. I can just be authentically me. Mm-hmm. Say the things that I believe. Try and get the most out of these people if I feel that they are somehow struggling and making poor decisions. Perhaps a penalty. We can wag a finger at one penalty and we can give them a bit of a beat down if they're taking multiple penalties. But no, the show isn't certainly about me, and what I bring to it is going to be more of the same, and I'm just going to be in awe of these people who are going the distance, who are doing things that they probably never considered, never thought of, never saw themselves doing, but we will be there to enjoy the drama, to enjoy the momentary breakdowns before people, embrace the moment and just go, because that's what you got to do.
We can't wait to watch it. Now, with you, I have witnessed you personally on the race, just a little sliver of the race, and just in awe of the mental and physical endurances that you go through as host and also the racers go through. So do you prep before? Because you talked about it when we first talked, 365 days has gone by, you're here again for a new season. Do you actually put yourself through any kind of ritual or regimen to get ready, or is it John style that you just step in and say, here I am?
Well, the regular day life happens to prepare me for the show. I mean, my job is on the road. I get to live in Victoria, that's where I call home, but my employment is here in all the provinces and territories in Canada. And so I have to leave home to do my job and to do public speaking and to do the race. It requires one to be on the road. So my job prepares me to be away to do it for a condensed period of time before we take a break. And I don't do that all year long, thankfully. But there is travel regularly in my schedule, and so it's navigating airports, it's dealing with condensed timelines and really structured days. And that's what we have to do. We have hard outs. We have to roll up that mat at a hard line sometimes. So we have to make sure that how the race gets built, how the challenges unfold, happen within a window. And that's the challenge here on the Amazing Race Canada, for the producers to create a scenario where they're not going to be left out there till 3 o'clock in the morning, but let's hope they're out there till 9 o'clock at night, kind of scenario.
Right.
So it's always erring on the side of caution, perhaps, not making the challenges so hard nobody will ever get through, but hard enough that the people at home are going to be captivated by the drama that's created through this situation, through the stress of having to complete this in a finite amount of time. And that's what the real science of this race is, and the producers who work behind the scenes diligently